What's up, you guys? It's your girl Netta. Welcome back to the Melanin family. If you are new here, of course, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your bell to get notified every time I post a new video. And today's video is just on me making my famous chicken Alfredo. Boo! Oh my god. So like I said, in the last video that I have put up for you guys was me basically showing y'all the second part of my life of me just modeling, showing y'all like how I pose, how I be with my photographer. There's more things to see. That was just like the beginning of it, just to show y'all like a little sneak peek of what I do. But when I start getting into fashion shows and stuff like that, I will most definitely introduce it to you guys. But in this video, I want to show y'all the other part of me, which is a chef. My father, he's been cooking for, I don't even know, a few years. You know, he's been a chef. He's been working at a bunch of fancy restaurants until he hurt his back. Long story short, you know, that kind of inspired me and wanted me to get into cooking. Like, just watching him always make all these good dinners and making them look all fancy and nice. And he like, honey, try this, honey, try that. So I'm like, you know what? I want to try to cook. And ever since then, like, I just been cooking. And, you know, every time when I make my chicken Alfredo, everybody loves it. It be gone. Like, now it's gone because I'm making this video the next morning. I made it last night. And, yeah, so I'm going to try not to... Well, the video is really not long because I already done edit most of it. I just got to edit this part in. But I really just hope y'all like this video. I had to basically speed it up so that it won't be long. And I just did, like, voiceovers because I didn't want to just like talk doing it because the video would have been hella long. So yeah, the first cooking video that I did on my page was the how to make a Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I'll put it in the link down below. It didn't really get that many views because I think that video was like over 30 something minutes. Because I literally was like showing y'all how to do turkey, roast, macaroni, you know. And I was just starting out. I didn't know how to cut things out. And, you know, so now that I'm better, I know what I'm doing now. I got y'all. So I don't want to make the intro too long. I just want to say I hope y'all enjoy this little meal that I prepared last night. If y'all would like to see me cook anything else that y'all like to eat or anything else that y'all want to learn, just link it down below and I'll think about doing it. If it's a lot of foods that y'all want me to do, I might just open up a cooking channel as well, because I don't want to confuse my channel with like cooking and this and that. I just want to show y'all bits and pieces of what I do. But enough of me rambling. I just want y'all to get into the video, and I just really hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna leave y'all off with a good note, which is I shine, you shine, we all shine together, period. I love you guys, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye. Alright, you guys, so let's start off with everything that we need. We have your broccoli, we have your chicken breast, we have the classic Alfredo sauce, we have your Borden sharp cheddar cheese, your Kobe and Montgomery cheese, your rotini noodles, and then another classic Alfredo sauce. Alright, you guys, so we're going to start off with our chicken breast, and I like to cut it down the middle, which I call it the butterfly effect. I love the butterfly effect method because it makes your chicken more smaller and fine. It's not going to be like big chunks of chicken. And then I also just chop it up into like little small rectangular pieces, and then I just turn it around and then dice it up into even smaller pieces, because when it comes to chicken Alfredo, I don't like my chicken pieces to be too big. You want to just be able to, like, you know, chew it up. You don't want like no big chunks of chicken where it's just like, you know, and then you can be over here struggling like, boo, who wants that? Not I, you know. So it's best to do that butterfly method, chop it up into squares or rectangles, and then dice it up. So then we're going to take the other chicken breast and we're going to slice it up just like we did in the last one. I was just taking off a little bit of fat. But yeah, you slice it up back into like nice little rectangle shapes. It don't have to be perfect. Normally when you chopping things up, you're supposed to roll your fingers back, but I don't know. I'm sorry guys, I'm still used to like holding my fingers like on the sides, and I never cut myself. But the correct way is to fold your fingers under. So now I done finished that chicken breast. Now I'm going into the other one, and see how thick that chicken breast was. That's why you gotta go and do the butterfly effect, you know what I'm saying? Now if y'all use the butterfly effect and y'all doing your videos, please mention the Melanin Family. Like, I have got this from the Melanin Family. Like, the butterfly effect been helping me ever since, you know. So now we take the chicken breast, and like I said, I'll just pull it off like little pieces of fat. That's why my mother had already like seasoned it, like tried to like have it seasoned already, but I didn't like how she cleaned it. It was still like a little bit of fat still on there. And when I cook chicken breast, I don't like no fat. Like, I swear to you guys, like, I like to take all that off, all the gooey part. Like, I just need it all off. So yeah, but this part I was just chopping every single piece of chicken up into nice fine dices, because like I said, I like my chicken to be nice and tender, so I like to make sure that it's nice and chopped up well. Alright you guys, so let's start off with our seasoning. We have our Sazon Goya, our Lori seasoning salt, our lemon pepper salt, we have our black pepper, and now let's get to seasoning. So we're going to take the Sazon Goya. This one is just like more for like a coloring, because when you put that on, it colors your chicken. But now the Lori seasoning is more for the seasoning, but you try not to add too much because you don't want your chicken to be too salty. The lemon pepper, oh my god, I love lemon pepper seasoning because it's best. It's like for chicken. Like, you normally use it on like all chicken, like, and it just tastes so good because it tastes like a nice lemon zest chicken. And then you add your black pepper and you just mush everything all together. You want to keep on mushing it and like squishing it together like that for like a good 2 minutes. I would say you just want to just keep on stirring it around just to get all that seasoning in there. I'm just trying to find the best way and explaining it to you guys. But yeah, you just basically do all like I said, the Sazon Goya is what gives it color. So you want to make sure that it gets all the color on all the chicken, and everything else you want to just mush that all in. I added like a little bit of lemon pepper and pepper at the end, mushed in just a little bit, and then I just continue to work all the seasoning in. Now we're going to take our chicken with a nice little spoon with holes in it, because you know you're working with hot grease. So I take my chicken and I'll put it inside my grease that you have. When you put on grease, I would say you let it preheat for a good 10 minutes. It should be like, you have it at a nice temperature, it would take like 10 minutes. That's my water to boil the noodles. And we're going to take our red cross table salt and we're going to put that in the pot for our noodles. And now for our chicken, is finally done. You don't want to like fry it into like fried chicken, because you don't have like the flour on it to make it into fried chicken, but you're basically like sauteing it inside the grease. Like, you just want to cook it just good enough for it to like, you know, be done. My chicken probably had like a little black pieces on there because we had used that grease like a few minutes ago to fry chicken. So yeah, that's why I looked at like that. So later on you guys will see that I had changed the grease, but I just continue to do that. You know, you just take your time because it is hot. You know, grease will pop you. It popped me a few times. Okay.
At night.
So like I said, you just continue to take all your chicken out slowly but surely. Don't pop yourself. And yeah, that's basically it for that part. So now you guys, now that your water is boiled for your noodles, you're just going to pour your rotini noodles right all into that boiling hot water. And then once you do that, You're going to get your 100% vegetable oil. It can be any vegetable oil. And you just pour a little bit in there so that when you stir it up, it'll be easier for it to move around and that the noodles won't stick when they're finished. Okay, you guys, so I already done changed the grease. So now that is like, fresh chicken. So that's why I just try to move those pieces over and put it on the side, because I wanted to take all the chicken that I already done cooked and I wanted to basically refry it, and that's what we're going to see in the next clip. So now you can see that I'm taking the chicken that I already done fried or sauteed. I would say we'll say saute it, because now we're not really frying it. And I'm just putting all of the chicken that I already done cooked, and I'm putting it back in there just so it can heat up. You probably just leave it in there for like a good 2 or 3 minutes just so it can get hot. And then you just put it right back into your fresh pan with the tissue in it. Now, like I said, you're just gonna reheat your chicken for 2 to 3 minutes, not that long. Yes, you guys, you don't have to leave it in for that long. And the pan and tissue is very important because you just need something to drain all your chicken, and you don't want to just like leave it greasy, because that's just fatty foods. Like, come on now, you want to keep that nice figure. So like I said, that part is very important. And what I also like to do is take another piece of tissue and I like to put it on top of my chicken, because when you do that, you're draining out more grease. The more grease you take out, the better. And after that, you go and check on your noodles. Once you see that they're nice, soft, and cooked, that's when you drain it out with a strainer. Then you take a little bit of water and you pour it into a pot so you can saute your broccoli. And it's just, you put just a very little bit of seasoning, just like a little bit of seasoning, salt, and pepper. You chop up your broccoli, make sure you rinse it off with cold water, and you let it steam for about 3 to 4 minutes. See how much water in there? A very little bit, because you just want to steam it so it could get a little bit soft, because broccoli is hard. Okay, so now for the fun part, we're going to mix everything together. So you take your spoon, you take your broccoli, and you put all your broccoli inside with your noodles. Now, it don't have to be like in this type of formation. You can do it however you want. You can add the chicken first, you can add the broccoli last, however you want to do it. But I just tend to add the broccoli first. And then once you put in all your broccoli, that's when you're going to add just like a little bit of sauce inside the pot. Like, you don't want to add like too much, just a very little bit, so you can see how much you're stirring in. But you want to add just enough to cover all your noodles. So you just do it a little at a time. Just keep pouring some, stir it, pour, stir it. That's when you take your chicken. Oh, I had to taste it first. And you take your chicken, you put all that inside of your mixture, mix it all in, stir it up. So you keep on stirring it, and then you add a little bit more sauce. You're going to get the other jar, add a little bit more inside the pot. Like I said, you want to make sure all of your noodles is covered. Look at the flick of the wrist though.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
But like I said, you just keep on stirring until you feel like all your noodles, broccoli, and chicken is covered. Once you feel like everything is covered, now you could set your plate. You just put just a little bit on the side. If you have anything for your sides, like I had, fried some chicken earlier. We had some corn, so that's why I just threw that on the plate as well. You add a little bit more Alfredo sauce on top, sprinkle some cheese, okay, and boom. Y'all know I like my extra cheese, so I had to sprinkle a little bit more, okay, a little bit more. And then you sprinkle some salt, add butter on your corn, sprinkle dingle. Okay, you guys, so now that we reached the end, we have our beautiful ending masterpiece. Just look at that beautiful chicken Alfredo. Looks so nice and cheesy. Corn, fried chicken. Sheesh, it's making me hungry all over again.